Diego is the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo
set up for themselves. They could aggro Trilane with this lineup too.
They could. That's a really good last pick. I was thinking Phoenix or Hoodwink. If you want team fight, you go Phoenix. If you want...
Picked up the creep wave. Wants to make sure that Proletary gets himself a nice solid start to start things off with. But the top lane, it looks like Tiny will be the first blood in the end. So Maestro.
So I'm thinking that's gonna be the case. Considering that he got murdered here in the top lane, you would want to keep that in your backpack because it could just be a reason for someone to attack you yet again.
You are giving me some great ideas. Bottom lane, Beastmaster will
have. Last time he was in the DPC with Team Unique, if I'm not mistaken.
That is a very nice Starbreaker because it does connect on both the Phoenix and the Beastmaster. And this is rolling out really nicely for Paradise and Lil Script. And that's why those rotations need to work out. But they're going to turn on Maestro, who does not have a grave, and he's just going to get blown up. He thought he was smart. He sees DP and Tiny on low HP, but loses track of the Tiny momentarily as he hides behind the tree line, gets nuked up. And that's... first 5 kills spared, and again in the bot lane, once again onto Proletary. This guy is in absolute pain, but now he survives, and so he goes for the Icarus dive. Nice damage coming out for you. Long cooldown on the blink, and too far away for the Sonic Wave. And here comes Pikachu. It's time for round number 2 of the Beastmaster, and there he goes. Pikachu to roll in for the kill. Sonic Wave to secure Lil Script. He ain't got the mana to blink out, but now he finally does it to steal a couple assets for himself for you. Doesn't have the mana for a Sonic Wave. Just gets it, and it's gonna be enough. Just barely gets the mana for it. And it pays off. Big kill.
They did create space.
Lane Illusion trying to solo kill. A bit difficult, though, against this Phoenix. And now Retsu shows up. But is this a bait? Nefrit turns around, gets the silence. Foryu's here. Dawnbreaker joining into the fight as well. Not quite getting in all the way is that Solar Guardian. Doesn't go through because Proletary actually canceled it with the Primal Roar and gets a return revenge kill. Will lose his life in the process, but he does manage to buy his items before he dies. So interrupting the Dominator creep. Illusion misses the avalanche, and here comes the egg. And is there anyone to target it? No, there isn't. Illusion is down, and the egg will pop on the side. Ulti used for a zoning ulti. We're hoping J178 would have answered that, but now Nefrit going closer. Pikachu coming in from the side. Now they're scattered. They already thought that the fight's over for you, and Retsu coming back, but is it too late now? They got the Grave of the Beastmaster, and there's the Dawn ulti as well to follow up with the stun, and that will take down Proletary. Retsu on the side, but they got the CK jumping in as well into the Dazzle. Dazzle's taking a decent amount of damage, but the CKs also have HP.
In trouble.
They Siphons coming in as well. Lil Script in the middle of all of this has a Starbreaker available for the TP Council. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be a double kill for Pikachu, and Phoenix will be falling as the back. Nefrit is in points, and so is Illusion. They're cutting the escape route. There's the Primal Roar, but the Avalanche will be catching one. And they've got the Phoenix trapped inside the tree line. Where are you gonna go, Birdie? You ain't got no dive. He's from the middle, does get the Grave out, he's dead. That should be the follow-up as well as the Grave runs out. Double kill for Illusion. Enemies in every single direction. Here we go. Paradise actually wants to jump on Retsu. CK already getting a lot of early damage, and the stun combos perfectly combinating there. But a nice Sonic Wave on 3 as well. Lil Script and Nefrit very low in the tree line. So is the CK. Lil Script and Proletary both go down. It will take down the Phoenix for you. Juking the CK around in the trees, but goes for the blink to safety. But Illusion finds him. But it's just the Tiny. He needs some backup. This Tiny's about to die. Silence comes out on time. The Vessel's going to be there as well. The tree flying in, and Paradise 4 seconds. And now will be revealed. But the Silence comes out first. The cast range on the Caudal is too much to deal with, and 1 HP. Basically, the Reality Rift secures the kill in the end. You have a good placed ward down here, but Proletary Retsu. Who do they kill here? Okay, they just roared the Tiny right away, but he doesn't have Retsu for the damage now because it gets tossed away. Maestro getting pummeled by Paradise, and the Illusions will clear that out. Lil Script soloing the Beastmaster on the same time. Illusion fighting Phoenix. There's 5 separate 1v1s going on basically here. Jungle, as they've scouted out everybody sitting under a ward. This is a horrible spot to be in right now. And as you can see, chaos unfolds. They're going to take down Maestro. Proletary does get Faye grenaded. Evolution trying to get closer. 6 seconds for the Blink Dagger. Pikachu's also on the run. Paradise even body blocking the Tiny for a little bit. And the Blink should be going off with the Avalanche.
Bye-bye, Beast.
And there's the TP cancel, so that will make it 2 more. You know that they're in the area, so J178, they just basically stack up, and there goes your Golem.
60
Golem,
seconds
you're gone.
cooldown. 60-second cooldown on the Exorcism, 40 on the CKE illusions. HF, if they don't fight right now, they're gonna lose the game.
Up the attempt. Dawnbreaker joining in the fight. Bristle almost going down. Illusion coming into the back line. They've got Maestro, the Dazzle in the middle of the fight. No Grave anymore. Nothing available. Sonic Wave connecting onto the side. They're going to take down Pikachu. Paradise is pretty low on HP. Does have the Aegis remaining still, but Nefrit. Look at those siphons go. Look at this DP, the unkilled hero in this game. And definitely not even an unsung hero. Absolute unit to this DP. Chasing Retsu away. Lil Script might burn down to for you, but Proletariat.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that could be the case, but look at J178. They're gonna be going for the few
Go for
kills
the Dazzle.
here at the bottom.
Perfect target. That is the great way to start your fight. Dazzle does juke around a little bit. Toss Proletary does do some damage on the Dazzle. TP away, not gonna happen. Pikachu's there with the Hex. And Paradise arriving from the other direction, and that's gonna be your Beastmaster down as well. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And into the loving. Percentage is low.
J178 are still, you know, might be a little bit timid because that's how they've been playing for the past 15 minutes.
Over the fight initiation efforts there. The Dawnbreaker is going to be landing on the Bristleback. Doesn't actually get all the way through because that Agonist increases the duration by so much that he's not going to be there in time. But Retsu and so he's still dead. Lil Script getting burnt alive. A lot of dots. There's the egg on the back, but they're just going to dodge this one. It's way too far. 3 versus 4. No Dawnbreaker. Nefrit blinking in. BK being up. Nothing you can do. Phoenix down. Tossing the Quap in the air into the Hex. There's a Grave save. There's the duels being used as well. And the silence from Nefrit to follow it up. And that is for you. To the graveyard. And there's the GG call. 34 minutes. And J178 close out game 1.
HF could have GG'd this game out once they went for a 5-man push in the bottom lane and they got wiped.
Because he doesn't really scale that well. He has fantastic flat damage to provide early on. So HF having Avalanche and Toss, so that could definitely help them out. But I would, in this case, maybe wait for level 4 to actually have a lot of damage onto this Alchemist. Maybe even a point in Midnight Pulse. You toss them under the tower, Malefice, and then you have the Eidolons pummeling away. As First Blood is taken off the Bristleback in the bot lane.
Death Prophet is looking pretty decent. You know, the Marcy a little bit stronger in the lane than the Tiny, but speaking about stronger in lanes, Zeus most definitely isn't stronger than the Void Spirit, but when the lane starts for you with you having like 20% HP, a slight mistake, if it happens, is gonna cost you life.
Top lane onto the Dazzle, and there we might just get a first kill. If the safe lane carry is beating your opponent's off lane, or you're doing more than a better job at that case, because you're expected that your 3 is either going to tie up or even win the lane in many scenarios. And currently the off lane is going as expected. Second kill for Marcy here as the Bristle again punt.
That is pretty big, given that they're gonna have to play around this Enigma. She's gonna be their big damage dealer just because the Void Spirit isn't having a good time.
Yeah,
and now you're seeing him rotating towards the Enigma as well.
Alka's getting a lot more out of this. They're gonna take down the Bristle in the bottom lane while they're fighting in the top lane at the same time. So that's gonna be 3 dead on the side of HF and 2 on the side of J178. Nefrit with the Exorcism able to score a double. Paradise killing the Tiny, for you getting the Dazzle each. And now you have a Wraith Pact also almost ready on the Enigma, just waiting on the secret shop. Toss into Black Hole play maybe. The instant stun from the Alchemist, but it's not going to be enough to build a gap because the Malefice does connect. Black Hole is there. And the Alchemist away while he clears out the camp on this Alchemist. Still working on Radiance. It has been slowed down by a big margin. It's still coming up, and for you wants to show the power of this Void Spirit. Stunned up once again by the Alchemist, and with the Remnant, doesn't quite connect. 10 HP on the Dazzle. Grave saves. DP also nightmared, but Marcy looking for the Dispose, connecting. Wraith Pact Totem in the middle of everything here. They have to focus it down first. And Bane will go down. Remnant's not going to be helping him out. Top lane And that can be a pretty easy kill. 1300 HP. Not a lot of armor. Just need to get to him. Spirit Vessel dispose with the link. The silence is going to be there. DP will seal the fate of this Enigma in a matter of seconds. That's a max range Siphon Tick to finish him off. Marcy is dead though. For you does find himself a response, and this is what the Void Spirit needs to be doing. Dazzle is dying to the Eidolons. Stick heal. With the Wraith Pact farming a lot with these Eidolons, but they do pop the Exorcism next to the mid tower, taking the fight to them. Tiny down, Enigma 25 seconds for Black Hole. Blink Dagger reveal comes out as well, but I'm not sure if they registered it in the middle of the fight. Nefrit down, Sap, they also got the Brain Sap. Sorry, the Feed Script on the Dazzle. Marcy is there, the toss, and also the dispose. Sorry, the DP doesn't have any DP cancel, so might as well just continue with it. But Roshan has been started. For you jumping in here, looking for the Dazzle kill, very low on HP, but it's not going to be enough. And now turning around, the Void Spirit on the side, Black Hole from Enigma, it's not enough to take down the DP, and an Exorcism is taking them down one by one, and no longer do they have the capabilities of defending this Roshan. Alga's going to get stunned at the triangle. Bristle looking for the kill on the Dazzle. Dazzle just grave TPs away. This is the Aghanims as well. You've got Shard for the static field. You have Nimbus for all of that as well. Marcy blinking in. Nimbus is going to be there. And Enigma targeted first. They want to make sure that Black Hole Man is out of play. Bristleback TP'd in, but it's too late. Hey, look at Bristle just melt at the arms of this Zeus. Now they see the push happening at the top lane. Marcy gives all the info that they need, but Nefrit's still not going. So, very cautious about the current situation. Not to go in too early. If they use Exorcism, then they know that if they're in a position like that, they can just go straight up onto the high ground of J178.
HF are going for a big fight. HF are going for a big fight. Right now, it's their timing. No Marcy. If they initiate first, they could maybe bring down the Alchemist.
That's what will be found. For you is going to be right there to follow up on the toss. Both supports now dead on the side of J178. This will finally finishes off the deck. Pretty close to their positions here, and Illusion jumps in to take down the Courier and pays with it with his life. Optimistic attempt here, but now they almost got the Zeus here. Alchemist is forced to take action. Nimbus is there. Tiny very low on HP and is taken down inside the Roche Pit. Black Hole again onto Nefrit. No cancel available. Grave's going to be there just in time. Dazzle's going to be providing with a lot of help here for Nefrit, but they need to get Nefrit out. But can they get the heals out in time? Maybe it's going to be enough, but no. Going to be hunted down on the end. And now Zeus is in trouble. Mispositioned again. Gets the Heavenly Jump into the pit, looking for the teleport away. And Alchemist.
In this one, you need to use the ulti and
go
go
Zeus. That's so big. That is so good if they can get this one, but the Alchemist is arrived just in time. And the save from Marcy. Illusion again in between. They got the Bristleback held down. A lot of damage coming in from the Thunder God's Wrath and Dazzle under the outpost. They want to target down the Gravekeeper, but they will look for the Marcy. Marcy saved by the Grave, taking For You down. Look at this Marcy's damage with the Unleash. It is too much for the Tiny to handle. And with the help of the Zeus, they take him down. Enigma might have looked for one kill on the D. Kind of annoys you.
Arcane Rune. For the Void Spirit.
They spotted Nefrit, and Feeble does connect. Purged away. Got the Eidolons to give them the vision. Look at Marcy! Two-man stun! Very great start for them, and they're gonna blow up the Pain and the Void Spirit. Now the Bristle BKB running away. Absolutely fantastic read from Illusion. Looking for that two-man stun. And when one exposed, another getting stomped under their feet. That's a third kill. Tiny down. Exorcism burnt. They're going Roche.
Yeah, Roche is going to be going down right now. The Bristleback doesn't even have a BKB.
Marcy.
Yeah, beautiful one as well. And the follow-up was...
In the chat, so Alchemist and DP getting to push. Exorcism now halfway. Got the taunt on the Alchemist. Still the Aegis intact as a BKB in the backpack. He's pretty deep in. Very big slows. He's at 100 movement speed, but the Lotus Orb will purge everything away. The Enigma moving in for the Black Hole. Has got to. Has the Zeus. Has the Alchemist. Grave save coming out for the Zeus. And another refresher. He's waiting for the Blink to come off cooldown to look for another target. But they're all spreading away. And now has to reposition. He does not have the BKB this time. But they're stacked up. But it doesn't matter. For You dies for the effort. And now the Enigma gets blinked on by the Alchemist. And this is absolutely horrific in the eyes of HF. What can they do anymore? Doesn't look like they can do much. They forced the buyback off of 4.
Dying there. I think that the J178 are going to be quite happy with that one. And right now, it's all about HF trying to force things out. But we talked about it's all about initiation. And Tiny?
Going in. Tiny getting almost bursted down completely by the Zeus. Haste Rune is activated. Fiend Script's also on the Alchemist. Perfect timing to take maybe down at the black hole. The Grave's there.
That's a big
but is it
one.
going to be enough? The dispose save from Marcy and Alchemist. Look at the region kick in with a BKB, able to get himself to safety. The supports are saving the day for J178. Effort at the front line. Bane is about to fall and will go down. Bristle back on the run as well with the black hole on 3. And now again it's cancelled this time. Nefrit taken out. And the stun connecting on the Bristleback with the Void Spirit's dead. 4 use gone for 110 seconds. Bristleback disengaging. It was a beautiful black hole, but this one was cancelled. No magic immunity on the Enigma at that time. Or was he even bashed by the Alchemist through a dispose? I mean,
talent as well, so everything is pretty much doubled from the Grave, and then you have the sidekick as well, and now they catch the Bane. They wanna end this one right now.
they definitely want to. Bristleback does go for the buyback here. Has Marcy, has Alchemist right in front of him. 20 seconds for the BKB on the Alch, and starting to take a lot of damage. Bristleback doing a lot of work. Bristle is hitting for 700 damage currently, and Alchemist is in big trouble. Buying more time with the toss as well, but the Grave is still there, and it's going to run out.
He needs to attack with the sidekick.
Kill finally is able to take down Paradise. And that's been a long time since we've seen the Alchemist die in this game. And that is a lot of money going in their favor. But 35 minutes and counting. Aegis advantage for HF. They find the Zeus again. He's got BKB, but he needs to pop it. But the stun duration into the Fiend Script. And there's the black hole. That's going to be #1 on the Zeus. And they want his buyback. They want his blood. That's a lot of money as well. That equals 600 bonus damage. 600 bonus damage. So look when he gets to hit something. Marcy, 1, 2, and almost a third. Doesn't quite go through. Black hole's there by the Enigma. They finally take down Illusion. And there's the Refresher trying to take down the Alchemist.
Nefrit is deep.
Pop it down, and Nefrit's working a lot of the backline, working on the Bane. Bane is down. Zeus is in as well. And now they cannot quite close it in. The black hole on the DP, and Bristle on the run. Zeus on the front line. They couldn't kill the Alchemist when they had the chance, and Enigma walking away. All of these 3 black holes have been used. Tiny in the middle, toss onto the Zeus as well, and the HS is down. The Bristle is dead for sure. There should be no escape for him. He's got no Warpath stacks either, as he's silenced for days, and stunned again, and stunned again, and stunned with another Nimbus, and frozen the Abyssal. But finally, the Bristleback is taken as a Brittleback, and they've taken him out completely. Enigma is the only hero alive to buy.
Nefrit is deep, and you saw there at the end of the fight, HF, they went full in. Everyone watching this one would be thinking, why are they running in? Why are they not running away? But when you see that your Bristleback without a buyback is dying, you know that that is your last chance for a win in this game. They went for it, but it just wasn't enough.
The GG finally comes out, and J178, they withstood the storm till the...